Today on TheBootGuy, we're talking about extra wide socks. Two subscribers of mine who are also customers asked me to talk about the extra wide socks and the boots that they buy to go along with these socks. But mainly, the importance of these socks for guys with bigger or swollen ankles and calves. So first thing, the extra wide sock is made in the USA, and in fact, it was designed by a guy in Chicago. You might be asking yourself, who needs an extra wide sock? Well, all those bigger guys you see out there, all those guys on the job site who are 300, 400 pounds, whose legs swell up by the end of the day. Those guys need something like this that is much more comfortable on the job site. Also, you get diabetics and people with edema. They also need something that doesn't bind their calves and ankles. So what makes the extra wide sock so important? It's the 91% cotton that is built into the sock. So there's a little spandex and there's a little nylon so that after you wash them and dry them, that they're just not a shrunken mess that won't go back on your foot. You need these other elastic type materials in order to have shape that can be retained by the sock. So when I say the sock is pretty cool, it's pretty cool for those guys. You gotta imagine if those guys try to put on a regular sock, it just wouldn't work. Now this is one of the 11 to 16s, and you could see that that foot is pretty big. And right out of the packaging, yeah, they are a little oversized, and you should probably wash and dry them first so you get a little shrinkage and you get a little size retention. But check out the top of this sock. Now that stretches up to 22 inches. No, really, 22 inches. See what I mean? Look at that. That's 11 inches. That's 11 inches, and I'm just pulling on it. You could probably get this thing to stretch up to about 24 inches without a problem. But I think at the 22-inch mark, it's a pretty safe bet that this is going to be really, really comfortable. Now, I said that these guys buy certain boots, and one of the boots that these guys buy is the Carolina 309. The 309 comes up to a 4E width and is really, really comfortable. It's a dual density sole. It's kind of a thicker leather, so you get a lot of wear out of it. But with that thicker leather and an extra wide foot that goes with this extra wide sock, what you're getting is you're getting a lot of structure to the boot. Now, the other boot that's made that these guys pick up is the Red Wing 606. Now, that boot comes in an H width, and an H is the equivalent to a 4 or 5E. Now, that also, it's the 2.0 sole, so it's a really durable sole. It's a good, heavy, structurally sound, thick leather, and it's just a really good boot. The extra wide socks come in multiple colors, not just black and white, and they actually come in a few different sizes. Now, they make a sock that they call the 8 to 11. And yeah, I know that's a big spectrum, but with something that stretches this big, going from a size 8 to 11 is not that big of a deal. And the other size is 11 to 16. And that's also, you're thinking, wow, that's a really big gap between those sizes, but they really do stretch that far. There is just a lot of stretch in these socks. Because of that 91% cotton, you get a lot of stretch in this thing. And after every washing, this shape does return. Now, after a while, they are going to fall apart, and if you spend time walking around the house in your socks, they're not going to hold up. I mean, these aren't the most durable socks in the world, but they fit the bill for what they were designed to do. So that's the extra wide sock. If you've ever worn extra wide socks, or if you're wearing them right now, please comment below. Let guys know your experience with these socks. Whether it's been positive or whether it's been negative, please just comment below. Hey, if you want to know more about the extra wide socks, stop by TheBootGuy.com. There I'll have all kinds of information on these socks with measurements and just really good detailed photos so you get a better idea on what they really are. Please don't forget to hit my subscribe button below. It really helps out. And if you should have any questions about these socks, about some sort of issue you're having, or about whether or not it's a good fit for your foot and boot, hey, send me an email. Alright, until the next time, I'm the Boot Guy. Thanks a lot for watching.